good evening, afternoon, morning to all you out there. I'm going to jump right into it. We got a lot to talk about. In this video, we'll get out there just based off of the title I will put in there on this video. And frankly, I might piss off a few people, but look in the mirror, right. First off, Gathering of Nations was this past weekend. Allegedly the biggest powwow in North America. I say allegedly because, as people, especially Native people, we have been mistreated, disrespected for decades. And as a dancer and singer, when I'm on a drum, we go to powwows where we feel the spirit, where we feel welcomed, where we feel respected. I'll say that again, respected. And when a committee member, especially a founder, blatantly disrespects thousands of people that came to the powwow. Some have went year after year because they enjoy that medicine, they enjoy fellowship, they enjoy song and dance. Some of you will say, well, how's this spiritual when it's all commercialized? And I believe, and this is my opinion, you make your experience how you want it to go in most cases. And I and so most cases sometimes in a site, but if you find a powwow to be special in your heart, the most powerful powwow you've been to, that's your reason, that's your experience. There's some powwows I feel right at home, and there's some that feel the opposite about the same powers. It's all about, yes, there's a reality factor, but it's how you feel about it. It's how you make your experience out to be. And last year, at Gathering of Nations, I believe Saturday night during a drum tiebreaker between two championship quality drums, Sharpshooter and the Descendants. Much respect to a sharpshooter, which I will get into in a few minutes. And the founder decides to go on this rampage that was so unnecessary. All of opinions people have. Like, I can speak for myself. There's powers I enjoy, but I don't like, or I don't really care for the actions the people put it on due to others behind the scenes. As long as the power is good, that's all I care about. If the people are good, if the toxic ways of a group or a person don't trickle down to the actual power. I mean, there's some that don't, because they do put aside the toxic ways to put on a good power. So, but last year. This rant was over the top disrespectful. I just saw the video of the beginning of the rant, making singers stand up just 'cause you don't want that brotherhood around that grandpa. You don't want singers recording so they can carry on those songs. That was disrespectful, and it shows what people have sense to say about the founder, the owner, the money maker, whatever you want him to be seen as. And some of my thoughts were over the weekend. I watched the live feed. More so for the songs, for, and first off, when you have 7 drums in your first group, there's an obvious issue there. Number 2, when grand entry takes 20 minutes, where it usually takes an hour, there's an issue. But you know what? The family that puts on Jill and will not realize. And that power will decline while other powers rise, such as Mantua Black Hills, Seminole, Denver March, Samuel, and so many others. Salminka is growing, and look in the mirror. But there's more I can say, but I do want to make in this video on a positive note, or try to, Geo, and wasn't all bad. I think it still can serve as a platform platform. If you watched the live feed or read the Seneca Tribal Chairman in his readings of Dennis Bowen's speech remarks, Dennis talks about this platform Joe and created, and for me, powwows in general have gave me a platform to an extent. That's a whole nother video I can do if you all want my thoughts on what really got me where I'm at. I've talked about it before, but Friday night was a statement. I know I've talked about this on the channel at least once, maybe twice. There was a special needs special Friday night put on by Kenny Brown of the Horses, a well-known drum from Window Rock, Arizona. I've had the pleasure and honor of dancing to the Horses both years I've went to Denver. Had pleasure of listening to them countless times on live feed. And I've also had a honor of meeting Tristan Brown, which they honored a person with a disability who's deaf. Being deaf is a challenge in its own both for the individual and others. And that special really served as a platform, as a conversation starter that us powwow people need to have. Us as Native people take pride and being inclusive, being, intertribal, but empower those students to bring LGBTQIA into the conversation. More about people with disabilities. What about those that have struggles? I've done video on disability and powwow before, so and get into it, but that's special. I know Kenny Brown and family, and I and whoever witnessed and believe it's a real conversation we need to have amongst our power communities, amongst our elders, amongst our families and communities, to make sure we're including the differently abled or gifted, whether that's a honest or whether that's a special or a regular dance category. I think all those are possible, but we need to have a deep conversation as power people on the importance of including people with disabilities and why it's important. And if there's any power communities or people that would be open. I'm a consultant in disability rights, inclusive practices. I'm more than happy to have a conversation and guidance, and let's talk through how to be inclusive. And I just hope again that special is a jumping off point. I've had a few conversations over the weekend. I get the point of, well, wouldn't they want to compete with everyone else. And our answers maybe. And I think about that because, I compete with top-notch dancers all over the country. And I enjoy, but to get recognition, to have that understanding that myself and other people that dance with disabilities, to have that recognition would mean a lot. A very close powwow family member has a son that feels bad that his peers constantly, when they constantly travel all over because they win. And I sat there, I was at dinner, and I sat there and said, I don't dance for money, but I know that feels. And my answer is to those that say that within dances with disabilities want to be treated the same. My clear-cut answer is until people with disabilities get the respect, get the recognition they rightfully deserve for giving it their all. They're not treated the same. They are just a number for the power to say we have X amount of dancers. So let's change that. I did have one more thing I wanted to say about GLM, but I may make a part 2. But I really hope that special is a platform, and let's start the conversation. Good night, good afternoon, good evening. See you in the next one.